give me the thumbs up.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Coach, whenever you're ready, just your statement from this past week and then looking ahead to North Dakota.
Okay. Well, it was a great win. Really proud of the players, the coaches, coming together, fighting throughout the game, coming back out second half, down 17, and coming back and having a great victory at homecoming.
All right, questions?
I guess, I mean, what do you know about this team? I know the Dakota schools are always tough. So, how are you really going to approach it?
Well, I got a tremendous amount of respect for Bubba Schweigert, their head football coach, how they do things. They're a great football team. They're ranked in the top 10 for a reason. They're really good on offense. They're really good on defense. They've moved the ball up and down the field throughout the year. But I just got a lot of respect for how they do things, the way they've built that program. They're a top 10 team.
What are the three keys you'll take from last Saturday into this one?
Well, we got to start fast. That's number one.
Right.
We were doing that. We got to take care of the football. We took care of the football in the second half. Created 3 turnovers and resulted in 20 points. We got to continue that. And then the last thing is we got to have consistency throughout the whole game.
Awesome. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Coach, how much do you hope to build? So each game is its own entity, but how much that momentum in the second half hopefully carries over? Different monster this week, but you guys are riding high. How much can that help you guys?
Well,
still with a good chunk of the season left.
Yeah, there's no doubt. We know what's ahead of us, but what's most important is what's in front of us. And I told the team that this morning. We got a heck of a challenge this week. That's the focus. Having a great week. Got to have a great Tuesday practice and then build on it from there, but take it one day at a time.
How have you seen Elijah? Owen's kind of continue. He's been made plays last year, this year. But how have you seen him grow and develop for your squad this year?
I think he's feeling more comfortable back there. You can see that. No one's harder on himself than him. He's, you could tell in the first half. We start off that first series, the ball gets down on the ground, and then he right before the half threw an interception. But you know what? He's a competitor. You go in at halftime, you could see it in his eyes. He was going to come out in the second half, and he did. Played one whale of a game in the second half.
Jeffrey Brown just continues to improve and impress out there on the field. Named Missouri Valley Defensive Player of the Week this week, but back-to-back games with interceptions that seem like they've gotten the momentum going. What have you seen from him just over the last 2 weeks since stepping up and taking on more of a role in that defense?
You said it's stepping up. He's been playing really well all year. But he stepped up big in this past game. Got an interception for a touchdown. It really got us rolling. But he's been playing really well. He's been more of a vocal guy this year. He's comfortable in doing that. This is his second time being a captain. But he's leading from the front, and I'm awfully proud of him.
You got Joey Shoe back here, and obviously defensive pressure wins games.
Yep.
Southern Illinois quarterbacks were not comfortable out there, especially in the second half. Just what did he and that defensive line bring to that game that helped kind of provoke that 20-point swing?
I think Coach Wilson said it best after the game, and I'm in the locker room because they didn't have an answer for Joey Shoe. He really didn't have an answer for a lot of the way that the other guys were playing. They caused havoc all game. When I was talking about who's going to be player of I knew it was going to come from our defense. The conference player of the week. It was hard to pick one. And we had a lot of guys playing really good football. Joey had 3 tackles for loss, 2.5 sacks. He was all over the field.
What are you really looking to see from the defense on Saturday?
Well, they got another big challenge. This is a high-powered offense that does a great job. But they're playing really well, and they're playing really well together. And we're playing a lot of guys, Derek. We're no different than any team in the country right now. We really aren't. We've started 11 different guys on the offensive line. We've played 3 different guys at the middle linebacker position. We've played a lot of different guys at the cornerback position. We've had different guys kicking the football. But it's no different, and we talk, collectively as a team that you got to be ready because you just don't know when your time's going to come. And guys have. They've stepped up in a big way and played really well for us.
Awesome. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
you guys want to run the ball, and obviously it starts up front. I think the second time this season had over 200 yards rushing. Second time this season that you won a game with less than 100 passing yards, but
Yep.
that part of that's the game script. You guys found an opening. Griffin Comer, a big part of that. So obviously he's moved around a little bit, and he's been your center the last couple of weeks. Just what have he and the offensive line done to just keep that momentum, keep that ball rolling, especially in second halves when you need them?
Well, leadership's going to come from our 24 seniors, and it's going to come from up front. And Griffin Comer is leading it up front, and he's doing a great job. I thought our coaches and our players adjusted really well at halftime. Thought we had some plays that could work, and they certainly did running the ball. But it's going to start with the run. It's going to start up front. We've got 3 really capable, really good backs that are all playing. They all have a different running style, but they're all really good. And of course, Elijah's a weapon when he takes off.
Coach, you got to feel good about your team. Your linebackers have been solid all year. You had a quarterback that got injured, came back, contributing greatly. Like you said, you've had a rotation on your offensive line. Are they? Is the team happy where they are now?
Well, you know, I think it was a gratifying win, but they're not satisfied. You know, there's a lot left to be played out there, and they've been working very hard. There's a belief in this football team that comes within the locker room of believing in themselves, believing in their teammates, believing in their coaches, but they also believe there's a lot more wins to get. But we have to work for it. We got to get back to work today, get back at it, and continue to, hopefully continue to get wins.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, good. Thank you.